Hello and a very warm welcome. Day 3 reaction of testing. Testing 1 is now finished. It's over. But let's react to day 3. The last day of testing begins on the first test. We've got test 2 next week, but we've had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Mercedes moving the wheel again. That is the biggest talking point of these 3 days. The dash system. It has been banned for 2021. Just need to turn my TV off. But it's allowed for 2020 it seems. 16 drivers taken to the track. Max, very wide at turn 8. Was in the garage a long time with a suspension problem. Kvyat blocked by Grosjean going through turn 1, 2. Grosjean dawdling. Then we've had a couple of red flags today. 4 in fact. Sebastian Vettel stops out on the track at turn 12. Engine issue. And his morning session was over. Then Bottas pumping in the times. 1:16.6, quickest time of all tests. And then he basically, it goes even quicker, 15.7, the quickest time of this test. Latifi brings out the second red flag, pulls off, going down the pit straight, pulls off just on the pit exit, another red flag. Lunch on day 3, Bottas is the quickest, 2 red flags. We go out after lunch. Giovinazzi's the first out. Vettel is back out on track after the red flag. Then Kevin Magnussen has a puncture. He comes out at turn 7, loses it, and basically goes in the gravel trap, hits the wall, spins out turn 7, another red flag, and he's out of the session. Kevin Magnussen only did 4 laps. It's a disaster really, but it wasn't his fault. He did have a puncture. Lots of long stints, race stints. DAS system banned for 2021. That came out while we were watching testing, which is the right decision. Looks like it's going to be allowed to 2020. So it'd be interesting in the second week if other teams try it. Ricciardo on the radio. Hilarious, Daniel Ricciardo. Absolutely hilarious. And then he goes up turn 7, up the hill, and pulls off exactly where Kimi Raikkonen pulled off the other day, and that was the 4th red flag. Ricciardo, he brought the red flag out, came back out along with Latifi. Latifi brought a red flag out and they both came back out basically. And then Ricciardo was on the red tyre, fastest tyre, he spins in the chicane. F1 testing day 3, my reaction, no footage. A lot of red flags, and Mercedes just picking up where they left off. World champions, world champion performances. They bring a DAS system. Controversy, talking point, reliable, very quick, top in the timesheets, 1-2. It's easy for Mercedes. Red flags, Sebastian Vettel turn 12. Nicholas Latifi pulls off on the pit exit. Red flag Kevin Magnussen, spin turn 7. And Ricciardo pulls off up the hill. So, first place, Valtteri Bottas, 65 laps. Banging in the times, and he was setting fastest lap after fastest lap. A good day for Bottas. Hamilton, second with 70 laps. Again, good mileage for Mercedes. He did put on the fastest tyres, but his last lap, his lap was very scruffy in the final sector. Third place, Esteban Ocon. Now that's a big improvement for Renault. 76 laps on the board. They haven't looked great this test, but that's a good improvement. Third place, 76 laps, can't argue. Fourth, Lance Stroll with 113. Perez, third on Wednesday. Perez, second on... No, I've got that wrong. Perez, third on Wednesday, second on Thursday, and then Stroll's 4th today. Racing Point are looking like a team that are really going to do something this season. 5th, Danny Kvyat. Had that incident with Grosjean. He's done 62 laps. Most laps of the day, 6th place, Giovinazzi, 152. Unbelievable stint by the Italian. Easily did the most fastest laps. Ricciardo, 7th. With 92 laps, eventful day. Red flag, radio chatter, had a big spin. Max, P8, 86 laps. Not much to say about Max. Albon, 9th with 80 laps. Good mileage for Red Bull, have to say. Gasly, 10th with 51. We've seen 16 drivers today. A lot of teams doing half days. Carlos Sainz, 11th with 76 laps. Grosjean, 12th with 48. He was in the morning. Magnussen comes in. Bit of a disaster for Haas. Grosjean hits the wall yesterday. Magnussen hits the wall today. Not many laps for Haas. 52 in total today. Sebastian Vettel, 100 laps, 13th. Ferrari not showing their hand, and Vettel brings out the first red flag of the day at turn 12. Norris, 49 laps. Bit worrying for Norris. Didn't see him much. I mean, 49 laps in the afternoon session is not great. And 15th, Nicholas Latifi. He brought a red flag out, pulled off at the pit exit. 71 laps for the Canadian. He's missed a lot of track time there. I mean, they changed the power unit. He was in the garage a good 5 hours, missed a lot of time. He needs to be on the track. He's a rookie. He needs to be getting this mileage. And Kevin Magnussen comes in the afternoon, does 4 laps, gets a puncture, puts the power down, in the wall, session over. He's only done 4 laps. So there we have it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday done. That is testing 1 over, finished. We go on to next week, testing 2, where we will be reacting again. Mercedes basically just what am I trying to say? Mercedes have basically just started where they left off last season, just dominating. Ferrari yet to show their hand. They showed their hand last year and it didn't really pay off, so they're not showing their hand. Red Bull going about their business quietly, I would say, a lot of mileage. McLaren going about their business. Renault have had a very tough test, but I would say they had a better day today. At least they got laps in, but they did stop out on track. Williams, great to see them at the test, didn't even make it last time. Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri have gone about their business quietly, really. Kimi did have an... Yesterday it was confirmed, Kimi's red flag that he brought out, he ran out of fuel on purpose. Apparently they do that all the time. Sauber, Alfa Romeo. Racing Point are looking very, very strong. They could be the dark horses of the season. They basically copied Mercedes' design and they are looking strong. Perez with 2 great performances. Stroll sat in 4th today. It's looking promising, I have to say. So, it's interesting, very interesting. Just looking down, Giovinazzi with 152. He's going to be feeling that later. So there we have it, testing 1 complete. We go on to testing 2 next week. We've had 4 red flags today. Incredible. Day 1 we didn't have any red flags. Day 2 we had one with Kimi Raikkonen because he ran out of fuel. And today we have 4 red flags. So obviously pushing it. I hope next week we see more teams pushing, because if Mercedes, are they going to have a buffer? Are they going to have another dominant season? We got to hope Ferrari, Red Bull can take the fight. I want to see a fight. I'm a Hamilton fan, but I want the fight. I want it to be close. I don't want him wrapping it up with 5 races to go. And in my opinion, Bottas can't take the fight because he's not aggressive, angry enough. Anything James tells him to do, he'll do it. Wash Lewis's car, please, Valtteri. Copy James. Copy James. James. So, I love Formula 1. I'm so glad testing's on, broadcasted. That is the first test done, complete, finito. Join me next week, testing 2, where we will be reacting Wednesday, reacting Thursday, reacting Friday. And I've got some videos coming out lined up, which, building between testing and Australia, I've got some videos coming out. So, yeah, testing's done. For the first test, it's crazy. I mean, I've got all my notes here. Day 1 we had Lewis Hamilton fastest, day 2 we had Raikkonen fastest, day 3 Valtteri Bottas. But Mercedes basically just dominating testing, and they caused huge controversy with the DAS system. That is the major talking point. If you're wrapping up 3 days of testing, that is the big talking point, the DAS system. Literally pulling a steering wheel and pushing it forward. And it looks like it's going to be allowed for 2020, but banned in 2021. I better plug my charger in, because I don't want to be doing a 10-minute video and then the video going off. Well, laptop going off, and then the video won't upload because I'll have to do it again. But very interesting, very interesting. I want to just F1 testing day 3, my reaction, no footage. I don't know what really to call this video, if I'm honest. I've not written that down. Something to do with red flags galore, probably. Interesting. Giovinazzi with 152, and then the next best was Lance Stroll with 113. So Giovinazzi really been putting the laps in. Entertaining. I'm loving the coverage. I'm loving testing. Loving F1's back. Loving seeing the cars. And yeah, next week they're going to be pushing a lot more. I mean, they've got through their programs. I've got to say, that's a disappointing day for Haas F1, 52 laps. I would say the big worry for me would be Renault, although they had a better day today, but they still brought a red flag out. They've really not looked themselves, Renault. And Haas, Grosjean sticking it in the wall yesterday, Magnussen the same today, but wasn't his fault. And they've only done 52 laps as a team today. When others, I mean, Giovinazzi's done more laps by himself than Haas has as a team. Haas has as a team. Oh, that's a tongue twister. There we have it. Testing 1 complete. That is day 3 reaction done. Thanks for watching. Drop them comments down below. First comment gets pinned to the video. We're going to do that every single testing reaction. Purely reaction videos. I love doing these. And people are enjoying it, so it makes it more worthwhile. I do these videos anyway because I love Formula 1, but people, 4 likes on the first one, 3 or 2 likes on the second one. Very good to see. Not a lot, but we're a small channel. And consistency. I've been very consistent with the videos, so there we have it. Day 3 reaction done. Thanks for watching. Adios.